This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp, ready for another awesome tutorial. So, designing a stamp is something, but come out with what you can use this stamp for the tutorial is something else. And so far, I have been working on the video to show our viewer and the Local King's customer how to use the Local King's product, and I hope you enjoy it. So, if you haven't got a chance to take a look at 2024 new release, make sure you check our website. We are taking a pre-orders now, and in today's video, something is very important. I am going to offer 5% extra coupon code for our viewer. So if you're on this coupon code is going to only available for 3 days. So if you place an order now, and you can use this 5% extra coupon code for even the pre-order items too. So, and for the customer who already placed your pre-order, no problem. Just send me an email with the order number, and I will issue the different. I will issue a gift certificate that you can use this discount for your future purchase. So just remember, please do remember, this code is only good for 3 days. So today is September 30th. So this code is only good until Saturday 9 o'clock Pacific time. Okay, so if you send me an email, say, Lisa, here is the code, and I would like to apply on the on my order. If your email is if I receive your email after Saturday, which is October 3rd, after 9 o'clock, I won't be able to honor that. Okay, so this 5% extra coupon code is just for our YouTube viewer. Thank you so much for watching all the video and leave all the comment. It's very important for me when you leave a comment and you watch this video. So it just makes me feel that I have some audience that share the same thing, like share my hard work, and then you guys are also all the time let me know how wonderful that I have been doing this job, and thank you so much. So remember, I'm going to provide that 5% extra coupon code, and I know because now is we don't have other promotion running on our website. So this 5% coupon code is good for pre-order, or if you want to order something from our store, is it for everything on our store, even the pre-order item. So I have put a lot of combination, and they offer you a very good deal. So make sure you check it out. And remember, this code is only good for 3 days until October 3rd, 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Any email, any order I receive after this date, I won't be able to honor that. So thank you so much, and that's a little appreciated, a little appreciation that I'm showing my Local King YouTube viewer how much I thank you for your support. So every tutorial I have created, I always try to share some great ideas with you, and I'm doing the swapping. Doing the swapping, I have learned so many wonderful ideas, and I'm working on a lot of wonderful video to share with you. So it is good idea that if you like, you can send me a card for sharing, and check our online store for all the detail. For the Local King's first card challenge, we already reached more than 100 cards, and that's not include the people who already own the stamp set. So take a look and check the detail for all the information, and hoping you can enjoy. You can join us. Okay, so that's to start today's video. Is going to be a fun one, and as I promised, I know a lot of you guys don't like Slimline card. No problem. Now on every card I create with a Slimline card size stamp, I will also create an A2 size card stamp. It is very funny. It's like when you buying a clothes. If you buy the clothes is a little bit bigger, You can always alter it, make it a little bit smaller. But if you buy the smaller clothes, you won't be able to make it bigger. So this Slimline stamp is just give you that option. You can make it smaller if you want, but if I just design like a regular stamp, you cannot make it bigger. Okay, so that's to start today's project. Okay, have you got a chance to watch my last tutorial? The one I was doing the review for all the background stamp. So I have these 6 brand new Slimline cards background, and I am going to show every single one how you can create a beautiful card. And every tutorial, every video I create is all something different. The purpose is not to encourage you, push into shopping local King's product. It doesn't really matter. It is what I want you to do is just try to have fun and be creative, and instead of watching all those TV, you try to do something fun and make yourself feel happy. That's what I'm trying to do. So I don't really watch TV because it just makes me feel so depressed, and at this moment we cannot really go out. So come to my studio, create a video, and if I just keep myself, what's the fun part of that? So it's actually my happy time to create something and share with you. So if you have something like to share, there's always have a Local King Rubber Stamp Facebook page, and also have a Local King Rubber Stamp Facebook fan page. So send me a card, and I would love to share your card with all our viewers. So just to make sure, take a look. This is all 6 brand new design, and in the tutorial, the video that I was showing the preview, I already showed you how to coloring. But today we're going to do something different, and also I'm going to show you a different way to working on those beautiful Slimline background stamp. And don't forget to check the combo set for 6 Slimline background stamp plus a set of a magic mushroom and the holding base, and you save a lot of money, and it's free shipping. Just to send you a box of magic mushroom costs us $23. So, and then you get for free shipping and plus a very good amount of discount. Okay, so the last review, I was showing you how to use this stretch background, right? So that was the card I was working on, and I will use the pinhole stencil to kind of create this kind of sunrise background looking, right? And then, but today I want to kind of do something. I want to create a night vision, and how can I create this one, and also have something else to share with you. Every time I create a tutorial, I actually learn something from the process too. Like this card, when I created, this part is kind of clapping. So it's really not, and you can put a piece of acetate in the back to support it, but I'm run out of the full-size acetate. That's one of the reasons I didn't use it. And also, what happens if people don't have acetate? What are you going to do? So I come up with an other idea that you don't have to worry about purchase the extra stuff, and then you can reinforce this one. How did I do that? I am going to show you step by step, and if you like this video, give me a thumb up, share this awesome channel with your friend. I really appreciate it if you do that. Okay, rubber stamp is so much fun because when you change the color, when you change the media, and it changed the look. So I'm going to use this stamp, and like I say, my last video, I'm going to put the numbers here. The background review, I was showing you how to stamp your image on the Costco's Kirkland photo paper, and also check the other paper review for all, like a review for all the different kind of cards, which one is good for which one. Using the right paper is very important. And then this is just look how shiny that glossy paper. If you have the old crumple paper, good for you, but even me, I'm run out of crumple paper, and then the new crumple paper doesn't really take ink well. So that's why I found out Costco's Kirkland paper, they work just fine, but the only one thing different is they cannot if you have an or magic marshal is awesome, or that won't be a problem. If you have a brayer, that won't be a problem. But if you have a brush, like a brush head one, it's going to be a little bit problem to blending, because this kind of finish is better, you know, try to finish as last step of you can. If you keep like a blending on top, they will start to create some kind of crumble stuff. It's hard to explain, but once when you try, you will figure out what I'm trying to tell. Okay, so the first, I am going to show you two different kind of trick. Okay, first I just use my masking tape. I just punch a circle. This circle is probably 2.5 inches diameter, and then you can put it on the right side, you can put it on the left side. So that's that one is there. So I'm going to put here. Okay, and then I am going to use my multicolor impact, and I will put the link here. So in any other tool except the Local King rubber stamps product, I recommend it because I like it. I don't get any pay by using their product, so just please beware with that. Okay, so we're going to ink or stamp, and we're going to use a brayer. This impact have a light to dark color, and then for my sample card, I wanted the bottom one is lighter, the top one is darker. Okay, so when you apply your brayer, you don't start on top of your cardstock. You always start from your scrap paper, so that way you don't have a star line. And then I am going to start like a half of them because I don't want it too dark. Okay, so kind of just around one direction. Okay, keep repeating, and then you got to re-ink your brayer once a while. Okay, and then slowly move it from the right to the left. Okay, when you ink your brayer one direction, when you apply your color one direction. Okay, so start from the right to the left slowly to get this part a little bit lighter. Okay, so let's do that. And then you don't want to just cover directly on top of your paper. You're going to lose these nice white strips. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. If you want even like a darker line, what you're gonna do is this time you only use the front section of this brayer. Pick up the dark color, remember one direction only, and then you are going to just apply directly on top. Okay, so that's what's look like. Okay, and I'm going to use a tweezer just to pick up my moon, and then I am going to use this one again. So in my video, I am going to also to show you how to make an A2 size. So the A2 size, when I design my stamp, I want to make sure one stamp you can use too many times. This one original design, it was like a 3 branches. Okay, and then but it also look like a blood veins, and you can do a lot of different things with that, and I will work on the tutorial slowly. So this is kind of like a 3 branches reach sky, but I found out I want to do a different direction. Okay, so I kind of like a flip over, and then I am going to probably use this section for my A2 size card, and then I'm going to make my moon here, or you can make your moon a little bit smaller if you want to. Okay, so again, I'm going to ink my brayer. Okay, and then remember what you're supposed to do. Start from the scrap paper first, and just one direction, Okay, always start with a light color. If not enough, we can add more. We can even add a little bit star after we finish. Would you like to learn how? Okay, just sprinkle with some water. Okay, like this. Okay, and one direction. Okay, there's more. So same thing on the top. If you want to have your sky a little bit darker, I'm going to just pick up 1/3 of the layer and then only ink the dark area. Okay, and then see how pretty the background already. And then I'm going to, well, you know what, actually this one I'm going to just do a little bit. Let's do just a little bit, or what else we can do something else. I show you. Okay, so let's put this one away. Okay, so this one, and then now we are going to grab my desert sand ink pack. Okay, just color a little bit my moon color. Okay, so I'm gonna use Local King's magic mushroom, and then there's a little bit yellow. I don't even have to bother to clean my magic mushroom. Okay, just a little bit color. And then if you watch my other a paper background review, I have explained to them this Costco paper is kind of sticky. So when we use the magic mushroom, it's easy to punch it like a tapping it. If you use a brush, it won't work with a brush because it's going to show the stroke. So the sponge finish is much better. It will work well on this glossy paper. I don't mean all the brushes are bad blending tool. Just on this paper, because this is kind of like a sticky, if you use a brush, you won't be able to blend in the color. Okay, so what I do is, and I love our magic mushroom because see, I have a little bit white color, white space under, and I just kind of tapping some color, and I feed it the gap. It make it really look like a nice finish. And then this one, I didn't remove the moon yet because the color here was kind of lighter, and I don't want to make it dark, like a darker blue. So I keep my moon there because it is kind of stencil for my this desert sand color. And that's just do this. Okay, and then that's remove, oops, see, I remove my moon. I'll try to save it for later, but it's not a really thick cardstock. And I see the moon, and then now same thing, I'm going to just gently, just tapping around that circle, not all of them, just a little bit. Okay, as long as your moon color is lighter than your background color, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, if you use if your background color is lighter and then you want to have a red moon, that way we have to do something, you have to kind of masking it. So I will try to working on the other tutorial to show you how. So that's what the two background looks like. Let's move to the next step. Okay, let's move on to the next, and I actually have awesome tips for you, and you got to pay attention to this detail. Okay, so we're going to put, I'm going to, because this is kind of like a stage card too, right? And you can actually send it in the an envelope, but they call this a Slimline card, but I say any card fitting the number 10 envelopes is called a Slimline card. So when I design this prototype, there's two things I don't like it. The first thing is because this is the paper is too thin, it's kind of collapse. It doesn't really standing out nice. And also the second, this part, this white area is kind of disturb me. So that's just kind of I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do is that we are going to double it. We are going to make this card thicker. So I have at least two, I think this is 3 inches. yeah, 3 inches, a little bit more than 3 inches, just as long as they are good enough to, like wide enough to put this die cut. And this border die is awesome because they come with 2 die cut. They come with outline die. They also come with a detail die, and I will slowly to show you how many different kind of possibility you can use just by these 2 die cut. Okay, so first of all, you are going to make sure you are going to put a lot of glue. Okay, just make sure you glue it. Okay, like this. Okay, and then you are going to just press it down. Okay, and then you're going to put before we do that, this is something we have to do that. We actually have to mark that folding line. So we're going to mark the folding line and the 1/2 inches, okay, from the right side and 1/2 inches from the left side. And like I say, I like and I don't like this scroll pile. I like it, see, because it's scroll. I don't like it because I always mess out the line. So instead to use this little one, I always use my stylus. It's just help me to draw a better line. So for the large one, and okay, I think that's it. The back one, do we need it? We can. Okay, so if you don't like this one, what you can do, you can have a backing too, so that way they will kind of sit better if you want to. So do we want to do that? Let's just leave it for now. Okay, so here is something very, very important. If you don't want to damage your border die cut, is the time. Pay attention. Okay, so you are going to put your die cut. Just I'm going to put a little bit on the top because on the bottom you can stamp in some kind of sentiment words if you want to, and just in case, we're going to tape it. Okay. And the next is very, very important. So here is your cutting mat, right? So what we do is we have our white one, we have our adapter, we have your cutting mat, and then the other one on the top, right? And then you're going to run to the machine, you are going to die cut it. Even though this is a mirror paper and I double size it and or die quality is that good, they will cut through. But here's something I want you to try it. When you use this kind of narrow die, because you don't want to damage your die, I want you to flip over and then go inside your machine this direction instead of the this side. So that way is put pressure on top, but it's not that much, is not going to bang in your die cut, because this die cut is very, very thin and it's strong, it won't break, but they will bend it. So just how to avoid that is just flip over to this way and you won't have a problem. Okay, see, after I run to my die cut and my die is still very flat, it didn't bend it, but if you do the other way, you will find out your thin die is going to curve. Okay, so because we are cutting through 2 sheets of this mirror paper, and this mirror paper is pretty thick, so you can try 1 or 2 times. It really depends on your machine. Make sure you have a clean cut before you release your die cut from before you release your paper from the die cut. Just want to make sure everything is nice and cut. Okay, so that's what look like, and because I put a double side tape between these 2 paper, some of the place actually have some glue, so it's a little bit hard to remove it, but it will work just fine. Okay, so now what are you gonna do, and how come mine look like this, but this is a 2 part is fall off, right? Okay, so when I remove my die cut, you can see some part of this go like a foil stuff is fall, right? But it's not going to disturb our stuff. So we are going to make it look like a puzzle. I am going to put this die cut back to the cutting one, and then I am going to tape it. So going to just, you can use like any kind of clear tape. Just glue that part, the die, back to that gold piece you cut off. So we're going to glue back, right? Like this. And then I am going to just use a little scissor. Remember we have that folding line. So I'm going to just trimming that. So you can use this border die cut and then really use as a border. Okay, so after you die cut it, and then we're going to lose this part. Look, so this way, see my prototype in the back is white, but because I doubled it, and then now that part is no longer white, it's a gold color. So it's just some finish, and it kind of really like bothers me. I like to do that. Okay, so and then if you get some glue on top, you know what? The best way is you can use a glue gun or just a stamp, like a stamp, the stays on remover. And I was mentioning this as a very good cleaner for clean the permanent ink. And then this corner, if you want to, you can kind of just use a little scissors. Like I say, I like a wrong stuff, so try to trimming it, make a little bit wrong, like that. Okay, and then now we are going to, so let's just make sure this one. So the back, some part of a gold color is missing. That's okay, but it's his back. He cannot see, right? Okay, so I'm going to show, we're going to do this one. So this is this piece. This is my back. Okay, and then this is my front. And you can see this time, this one is not wiggling anymore because it is double sheeted. And then you can actually folding it, they will standing nicely. I'm going to do a little bit change. I'll show you later. Okay, for the A2 size card, remember my my foundation card, I just trimming that. That was like this, trimming that extra space. Okay, so let's do this one. And then I found out this card, because it's a little bit smaller, I think the gold color doesn't really go with it. So I'm going to just use the black one. And the same thing, this black one, I did a double sheet. And then you can even get like 2 more extra cardstock, cut a few more sheets, and then make it look like a 3D. So I'm going to just do it, but I will show you when I come back. Okay, so a little bit adjustment here, because this card, it doesn't really have a backing, and I kind of don't like it. I feel it's kind of thin. So, and then I want to make my card be able to standing up. So what I'm going to do is I actually trimming this front a little bit. So I'm show you. So you can still be able to folding it. See, you know what, it's your artwork. You can do whatever you like. So I just use a little bit stronger tape here, and then I am going to just glue this one here, and glue this one here. See? This one, they are sitting much better, and I'm going to just glue these two. So this first, and look how pretty it is, the color here. And then this time they don't collapse anymore, just the way I like it. And I'm going to just mount in the middle here. See how pretty it is. How pretty it is. If you want to put some sentiment here, you can do that. Let's see, maybe you add something there. Okay, so for the A2 size card, I did this one, and remember last time Kathy's card, that double Z card, and the fans, she have like a 5 or 6 layer. So I did also 6 layer of that one, and I put a fine tape here. And then before I mount on top, I just want to make sure they stay. Okay, so put some tape here, especially that draft head. It's kind of fragile. And then we're going to just mount on top. So because we use the 6th layer of that, right? And this is white glue, it doesn't matter, after they dry, it's going to become clear. See? So we have a Slimline card, and we also have the A2 size card, and then so this is just I fixing here because I kind of feel like this is like not a card, it's just too thin. But I kind of like this curve finish. Okay, so that's our stretch background stamp, and that's the blue one. This is the sunrise or sunset one, and that's today's video. I hope you like it, you enjoy it, and maybe give it a try. And I'm still doing a swap, and you send me one card, I send you one card back. So far I have sent more than 100 cards. It probably is 1, 2, 3 cards from you, but I have to send out more than 100 cards to you, and I don't have a problem with that. So I have this little piece, why we waste it? Hey, that looks really nice. Just add a finished touch up. And in my next tutorial, I still have a lot of different idea to show you. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And here is the code for the 5% extra off. You can use this coupon code for your pre-order items too. Everything on the store, sales item, pre-order item, they all work. If you already placed the order, please send me an email and write down your order number, and I will issue a gift certificate for the order you already placed, and then you can use that certificate for later on. See a little touch up and see how pretty it is. This card is have a little bit extra glue here, but that's okay. I am going to just clean it. Maybe a Q-tip is a good idea. Okay, and one more extra thing. So this mirror paper, you can see here, I actually stamping a sentiment over there, and I use the StazOn. It's hard because the space is so narrow. What you can do, you can stand it and glue it. But if you want to stamp directly on top, you want to use a gold embossing or whatever. If you use a StazOn, you made mistake. You can just use a little bit napkin and add a little bit stamp cleaner. You can easily wipe off that boo-boo. But if you want to stamping on the mirror cardstock, you got to use a permanent impact to do that. Okay, so there's still more tutorial coming, and thank you for watching. This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp, and make sure you check our online store for all our different combo, and make sure to take the advantage of this 5% extra discount. I know a lot of you guys have ordered the Super Deal Plus set. So with the other 5%, you can save the other $10 to $15 too. So thank you for watching. See you next time. And remember, this 5% extra code is only good until October 3rd, 9 o'clock Pacific time. I have to receive your order before that, and I have to receive your email before that, and to be able to issue you that gift certificate and also get this extra discount. Okay, see you next time. Goodbye.